So we've talked about the 5 things we think we've done really well in our first year to our journey to financial independence. What are the 5 things in 5 areas we could have improved upon?
There are lots of them.
Stick around and we'll let you know.
Hey, welcome back. My name is Gean. She is Christine.
Oh, I was going to say I'm Christine.
Okay, there you go. You know her name. If you are new here, we are a Canadian couple in our early, late 40s, which is mid-40s, living in Toronto, Canada. This is the channel where we share with you our journey to financial independence, which actually started back in 2019, where we had around $60,000 in consumer debt. We are along our way to FIRE, but I'm gonna link a video right here where you can see a video where we share with you, how we were able to pay down our debt. So as of today, and as Christine has mentioned before, we wanted to discuss some of the things that we need to improve, that we wanted to improve, right?
Well, I think we have improved them, but are there things that if we'd known earlier, we could have really developed over the past year?
Yeah. At the end of the day, this is a journey to financial independence. If you have not seen the previous video, I'm gonna link right there the video where we share the top 5 things that we think that we did well. But today, it's time to share with you things that we need to improve. And guess what? There are a lot of things that we need to improve. Yeah. Either way, we hope that you find this video helpful and that you can take some advantage from it. But enough of me talking, it's time for you to start talking. And it's time to Christine start sharing with you our top 5. How's that?
Sounds good.
What is the first one?
So the first thing that I think, or we think that we could have done better or learned sooner is how to properly read and evaluate a stock. We kind of jumped feet first into this whole investing thing. We're DIY investors. We invest into dividend-paying stocks, ETFs, and real estate. And when we initially put our money into the market, we kind of chase that high and juicy dividend yield that is very attractive when you're starting out. And so not that we chose bad stocks, but I think we probably could have made some sounder decisions with our stock choices up front had we known how to properly look into the background of a company and their financials.
Yes, that's a great point when Christine mentions about the high yield. I'm gonna link a video where we just share with you our learning on how we were initially chasing the high dividend yield, but it's not the case anymore, thank God. But kind of going back to your point, what is also important is if we were to wait until we find, until we were comfortable in knowing everything, we might, at this time, we might even be still, doing our investigations and not even, have started investing, right?
Well, maybe I think we would have invested by now.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? So if you wait until you learn everything, I don't think that is gonna happen. You gotta go and you gotta start.
So the second thing that we think that we could have improved upon or done better is to, 1, not try and time the market, and 2, not get too greedy, which is still something that we struggle with even today. But by not timing the market, I mean just get your money in there. Don't try and wait for the perfect time or hit the lowest point for your stock or your ETF in order to buy in. You're never going to hit it. And maybe you'll luck out, and you will. But at the end of the day, it's better just to get your money in consistently over a longer period of time, and it'll all work out in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect point.
Yeah, and then not getting too greedy. Well, both of us are a little guilty of that one. But Gean does a bunch of capital gains plays with some of our stocks. Yeah. And we spoke about that when we talked about the risk that you're willing to take. But sometimes we can try and hold on a little too long, and we missed the point where we'd agreed to sell, and then we have to wait a few more days.
Yes, basically we lost money, which is it's a nice way of saying thank you very much. But for those of you who usually invest either on day trading or swing trading, the rule is you always should have a stop loss no matter what. In our case, we did not put a stop loss, meaning that the stock, the price of the stock kept going down, down and down until to the point where we said we should have done that before, right? So we ended up losing money, which is part of the game we're comfortable with, but it's also something that we still have to improve.
Yeah, it was a learning, a lesson that we learned. So we're not going to do that again.
The third thing that I need to improve is having an emergency plan. As you have noticed, I did not say an emergency fund, so this is something that we still kind of debate, but before having an emergency fund, we are also thinking about an emergency plan, which is all the money that we have in place. We still don't have a will. We still don't have, what else?
Estate planning.
Estate planning, so this is something that we need to improve.
It's never a fun topic, right? Thinking about
No.
your own mortality. But it's pretty important when you think about it, right? God forbid something were to happen to one of us and we don't have the proper documentation in place. Not to say that Gean wouldn't get what he was supposed to or not, but it would take a lot longer. It would be a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, it's not something that you want to really deal with.
No. And in our case, we don't have kids, so this is something that we are gonna leave, to our family. Definitely, this is something that we have to improve on. We don't see right now, at least, we are not thinking about of having an emergency fund. We kind of rely on our line of credit. Some people might think that this is wrong. Some might think it's right. Right now, what you're actually thinking is having an emergency plan, which is having those things in place. Emergency, and having a fund, this is something that we wanted to create kind of later on.
Yeah, right now we just think that our money is better served to be in the market.
Yeah.
And we're in a position that if something were to come up where we needed a large sum of money, we could just cash out some of our investments and that would be fine. But we feel like it's doing more being invested rather than sitting in a high interest savings account.
Which is, by the way, it's not high interest, it's low interest savings account. 1% or 2%, it's honest, it's not gonna move the needle within the short period. So this is something that we need to improve on, and we will definitely have to revisit that before pulling the trigger, either in 2024 or 2028.
Yeah. And that's just our view, right?
Yeah,
A lot of people very much want that emergency fund. Our decision not to have one right now is purely our own. But more so, we're looking for our emergency plan.
Yeah. And as you know, personal finance is personal. This is our experience. We are not financial advisors. Do your own research and take a look and talk to other people and think what is better for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then number 4, the thing that I personally really need to do better and improve upon is looking past FI. Looking into the future and seeing what that looks like for us when we reach financial independence and retire. My job sort of consumes a lot of who I am to a certain extent. So what does that mean once I retire? Who do I become after that? And what do I do to entertain myself, I guess, right? I'm a busy person. I always like to be doing, so I have to find something because this side hustle ain't coming on the road.
Yeah, exactly. As you know, our plan, if you have not seen our plan to financial independence, I'm also gonna link a video. More I was thinking about playlists. By the way, we do have 2 playlists, which is one for our dividend income, and the other one is for our net worth. So there we go, we have it.
There'll be something right here to click on.
But going back to Christine's point, this is actually really important. At least we are thinking more and more, right? And if we do consider 2024 as our fire date, it's not that far away, right? So, and I keep telling Christine, you gotta go and take a look in what you wanted to do or not, because she's gonna get really, and I'm gonna say really one more time.
I don't think I'm gonna get bored because I know that's the word you were gonna use. But I think that I'm gonna be searching for something else to fill my time with other than traveling and exploring new. I love to explore, don't get me wrong. But Gean might find himself on an archaeological dig or something if it means me not getting bored. So we'll see. I gotta do some work on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in a tent drinking beer. I guess it's gonna be hot while she's digging and finding
In the
some.
dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
But this is really important, and not only that is what we wanted to do, with our free time. Yeah, it's nice being, financially independent and having the money to do whatever we want. But I'm sure that as long as we start going to places that we have not been before, it kind of touches you in a point where, you know what, I do have a lot of money. I can go to Asia and live with $40,000 per year, but you also, at least that's what we think. We always look at our surroundings because we want to live with the locals, and the position that might be in, it's better than the locals. So what else can we do to support them, right? So that's something that we have to.
Yeah, I mean, we're very fortunate, right? And I think a lot of us in this community are, and so I don't want to ever take that for granted. The fact that we're able to be able, and hopefully soon, be able to be financially independent and then go to all these different wonderful countries around the world where unfortunately a lot of people don't have a lot of the benefits that we do. So how can we help, right? Like what can we bring along with us and give of ourselves to these people?
Yeah, exactly. It can also do. It's not only in our case. You have to start thinking about that as well.
And the fifth thing that we know we can do better on, because we talk about this every month when we do our numbers, we sit down and we go through our accounting, it is fees. We pay, I don't think they're exorbitant bank fees, but they're fees that we don't need to. If we can consolidate our banking, we can pay less fees. We can pay less fees when we do our trades and stock trades, stuff like that. And life insurance, man. We got to do better with our life. We have life insurance. We also have critical illness and disability insurance. But I think at the beginning of our journey, we were so excited and we knew we needed these things that we just jumped at the first one and we overbought.
Yeah.
So now we got to do some research. Yeah. Anybody knows some good life insurance options, let us know.
Use the comments below, right? So this is something that, do you think it is actually important or in having life insurance and disability insurance or not? We think that it is. In our case, we just pay too much, right? And we've got to go and optimize our insurance by the end of this year, because it is going to renew again, so we are not going to pay the same amount that we are paying now.
Yeah, our premiums are pretty high. For some of it. And some of it I don't even think we need, to be honest. But that's something we need to revisit and reevaluate. But
Yeah, but at the end of the day, is part of the journey, right? So that's the learning that we have along the way. At the beginning, if you, in the previous video, I basically said, if you wait until you have everything ready, you are not going to move. So you have to start from where you are. You have to start somewhere and keep optimizing and keep moving as you are, as you are learning. And which is still our case. I'm sure that once we do the video next year with our 2nd year anniversary, you are still going to see things that I need to improve.
As long as it's not life insurance and fees.
No, it's not going to be that. I can guarantee you 100%.
Yeah, it's a journey, right? And like anything in any journey, it's never going to go exactly as you planned it to go, right? There's always going to be, oh man, I should have filled up my tank before that last gas station, right? There's always that thing that you could have done better so you don't get off track, right? But hey,
keep learning.
We're still going, and 2024 is just around the corner.
Yeah. If you think it's 2024 or 2028, leave in the comments below. Who do you think it is right? It might be her.
I'm always right. Just kidding. Anyways, what have you guys done well? What can you think of that you could possibly do better? Maybe there's something that we can take away from you guys as well. So anyways, leave a comment below. Let us know. And thank you very much for joining us this week.
Thank you. And thanks for letting us be part of your journey. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.
Hey guys. Last week
Sorry, don't say hey guys.
Why not? You say hey guys.
I'm gonna stop saying hey guys.
Why can't I say hey guys?
Okay, you can say go.
I'm not gonna say it now.
Okay. Go. guys, welcome back.
See, you said hey guys.
Okay.
You give me shit. You go and do it.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Gean.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. She is Christine. We are so happy to have you with us today. Why?
Because that's really bad.
Huh?
Yeah, okay. I'm ready.
Hey, welcome back. My name is Gean. And she is Christine.
I just went over that.
We're so happy to have you with us today. If you're new to this channel, we are a Canadian couple. Yes. No, I have to do this part. We should stop because it's not gonna have enough time.